Shell, one of the best-known oil companies on the planet. Shell businesses in the UK are part of Royal Dutch Shell plc, one of the largest industrial undertakings in the world. From their European exploration and production offices here in Aberdeen, Shell operates 20 major offshore installations. They produce nearly a quarter of Britain's oil and gas from 50 different fields. Operating up to 3,000 metres below the ocean floor is a formidable undertaking. On the surface, high winds, massive waves and strong currents can make operations difficult and unpredictable. It's a technical, physical and environmental challenge, a challenge that Shell undertakes every day. And helping them to do that are people like Lizzie Payton, an engineer based in Aberdeen.
Old cooler.
Yeah, it is a very old cooler. So it may well be that we'll have a look at the life cycle costs and the maintenance costs on it and say, this model is more efficient and it's better, we may as well just change it out for a new one.
I didn't actually know anything about the oil and gas industry before I came to Shell. I really didn't. I thought that oil was floating around in a cave under the sea and you just kind of sucked it and it came out. But it's so much more fascinating than that. I mean, you can see from behind me the construction of the reservoirs and everything. And actually getting the oil out the ground is really challenging, really challenging. The engineering that goes into it is just incredible. And I don't know that you'd get that in many other industries that would grab me as much as it does here.
Because they went in as bad nick as what they were first thought.
Were they not?
No.
Okay, all right. And the other one was the power turbine, because you know they're quite old, they're kind of steam driven, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we're looking at upgrading those systems as well.
Some of the maths comes into it when I'm doing calculations on whether a pump is running on its performance curve or whatever. The maths that I learnt at school you can actually draw on, which is quite interesting because you know at school you never think that you're going to use it again, and then you get into your day job and actually, oh, I know how to do that already. And some of the chemistry, believe it or not, I've used because there's such a combination of chemicals coming up from the reservoir and the oil, but also chemicals that we add. That actually, the knowledge that I learnt at school, I've actually used in my day job. You know, if we get scaling or something, I understand why we've got it.
We've got some water contamination in the loo board, didn't we?
Into the oil.
So then, was it this pump and that pump actually had to go back to the beach to get overhauled and
There was
decontaminated?
this pump, that pump, and there was a foam pump up the stairs. I
Right.
got sent back to the beach to get decontaminated.
Yeah.
But we've got them all fitted now.
The job at the moment I'm in, the buzz is when we've got a really badly reliable piece of kit, a pump that just keeps breaking down or something. When we actually get to the bottom of it and do the root cause analysis and really get into the nitty-gritty of what's causing it to fail, that kind of thing fascinates me, really does. Yep, getting my hands dirty, fixing it, making it work, making it look good, making it optimum reliability performance. Sounds a bit nerdy, but I find it really exciting.
Lizzie is just one of the 9,000 people Shell employs in the UK, and it provides jobs for a further 6,000 in their subsidiary businesses. So there are plenty of career opportunities. The company is present in 130 countries across the world, and a job with Shell is quite likely to involve international travel to the United States, across Europe, and as far as Africa, Australia and the Far East. Lizzie Payton has been with the company for 4 years and finds the idea of working abroad an exciting prospect.
My first day at Shell, I was sent to the Netherlands for 5 weeks to do a training course, which was fantastic, you know, coming straight from university and then going to the Netherlands. And I frequently do meetings over in the Netherlands or in Stavanger in Norway as well. In the future, I'd love to go and work somewhere in Asia or America, and the opportunity's there. Oman as well, I'm quite attracted by that too. So the opportunity's there in the future. I need to get my skills base up now, and then I'll be fully competent to go abroad.
As an engineer, Lizzie is required to work offshore, helping to keep all the plant and machinery on the platforms in first-class condition. And like everyone who works offshore, she has to undergo special training in safety and firefighting, because especially in a potentially hazardous environment like the North Sea, Shell puts the safety of their workforce above all else. Oil workers use helicopters, just like most of us use buses or taxis, but more training is required to make sure everyone knows what to do, just in case the helicopter breaks down and has to land in the water. It's all just part of the job.
I love it. The camaraderie and the friendships you make offshore are just great. You're all kind of one big happy family out there. Everybody's in it together, you all help out. And okay, sometimes the weather's atrocious outside or whatever, but inside in the tea shack, it's great crack. It's just really good.
Lizzie is a highly trained and highly respected engineer, an essential part of the team working both at Shell's Aberdeen office and offshore.
I think working offshore, it's a really exciting environment to be in. I mean, there's so much going on. The engineering challenges are really quite tough sometimes. There's so much fascinating kit out here. You've got jet engines that produce the power here. You've got big pumps, and they all present sort of reliability engineering problems every now and then, which is really challenging environment to work in. It's pretty exciting.
Working in the offshore oil and gas industry also provides a great lifestyle. Higher than average salaries, more time off, and international opportunities are all there.
I absolutely love travelling, and I guess a lot of my spare income goes on holidays. So I mean, I've just come back from Vietnam for 2 weeks, which was just incredible. And when I worked offshore on the offshore allowance, I was going abroad every time I came home. So I sort of did Italy and Prague and Paris and Australia and New Zealand and all these different places. It gave me such a huge opportunity to travel, which I didn't actually have when I graduated because I didn't have enough money. I needed to come straight to work, and now it's paying off. Yeah, I've got a flat in the middle of town and it's really nice. It's old style granite. It's great. It's a nice open fireplace. I just love it. And it's right near all the shops and everything, so it's great. It's still quiet. And I've got an Audi TT, which is my baby, my pride and joy. I love my car. It's great fun.
Shell in Europe is currently sponsoring 50 students through university courses with no commitment to join the company on graduation. They're also sponsoring a further 56 trainees through college courses. And Shell is constantly looking for more people like Lizzie Payton. Enthusiastic, energetic people who relish a challenge. People who want to work with a world-class international company and enjoy the rewards that it can bring. Pushing out the boundaries of technology to satisfy the energy requirements of the 21st century.